Okay. Now, ensure.
Howdy.
Okay. Alright. Stream's good. Stream's up and running. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Need to get raise again.
And not have a fan in my mic the entire time.
Let's have a
Traveling to Hanamura.
Okay. First time streaming a bit. Let's check the rest. So this is Shimada versus Zens Garden, I believe. Zens season, last season, and now been starting off a bit slower than what a lot of people expected them to be. Shimada actually, again, not having the greatest of starts either. Hey. Or is the stream lagging? Yeah, I am actually. Let's hope it doesn't lag out.
Ready for battle.
Internet should be good. Try to minimize some of the movement. Help it a bit. Okay.
Attackers incoming.
Has a map already happened? Or no?
Yeah, we've already done Ilias.
Who won that?
What?
Who won that one? If you know. ZG?
Shimada's.
Shimada's, okay. Okay, so Shimada's up 1-0. Who do we have? We have, looks like ZG on the defend first here. Gonna be an interesting one for sure.
Attackers incoming.
And it looks like we're gonna be having a Ryan Zarya coming out on attack, but double shield's gonna be on defense here on the side of ZG. Ryan getting really aggressive on the side of Shimada. It looks like ZG's already going to lose both their healers here, losing everybody early. And Shimada's is going to take this one in seconds of trying. Jambo going to die on point, and Shimada going to take it securely. Really clean push. ZG getting pushed back really easily. Not having a stout defense, especially with that double shield, is kind of surprising. Double shield supposedly the best meta at the moment, but see a lot of Ryan Zaryas running through it, so maybe it's not exactly as strong as people make it out to be.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective lead.
It looks like ZG's actually going to be holding high ground, but the tanks are already pushing in. It's actually going to pay with Lulu's life, and we're going to have both tanks going down on the side of Shimada now. Really quickly, this push is essentially over, and it looks like Shimada's just going to back out. They are going to lose Loki, but it doesn't really matter. So trying to get a bit aggressive, pushing ahead of their healers, and it's actually going to end up paying. And Jambo is going to get picked really early in the fight here. This is really good if you're Shimada. Going to want to push onto it, but apparently they're going to play it a bit slower, not thinking it's that big of a pick. Pushing upper here, gonna have Wooloo charge in, but it's not gonna catch anything, and it's gonna be a reverse charge. Goon falling down early, and there's a huge shatter up top, and it's gonna catch 3 people dead off of it, and now it's just gonna be Shimada falling on the point. The remaining members of ZG trying to stall it out as the rest of their team makes it out, but they are going to lose both their DPS late into the fight, and now there's just the Baptiste, and he's going to fall now too as well. The Ryan trying to come out and make some pressure onto the point, but it's not going to happen, and once more the Orisa is going to fall with her teammates, and that stall is not going to be enough. There's going to be barely under 5 minutes left on the bank for Shimada. They capped that first point so fast, and it just wasn't good enough on the side of ZG to hold there once that shatter came down. Such a perfectly placed shatter by Wulu for Shimada, and it's going to completely capture that second. Shaken right now. They're clearly not as communicating as Shimada is. That the rotating of barriers there was really needs to be more emphasized, because the second that Orisa Shields goes down, that Ryan needs to be there to be there for it. So really well done by Shimada, and ZG just definitely needs, if they're gonna run those double shield, they have to be more communicative, especially between their tanks. Because even though this meta is technically easy, it still requires a lot of communication.
Ready for battle.
Looks like Shimada's going to stick comfortably on the Ryan Zarya, and we're actually going to have a mirror match of the Ryan Zarya with ZG now choosing to run it themselves. Ryan Zarya is actually seeing so much more play since the big shield nerf, which I'm actually happy about. Zarya is one of the more skillful tanks in the game, so it's definitely interesting to see. We're also going to have Loki on his signature Junkrat, and looks like Goon's going to, instead of playing that Reaper, he's going to be playing that Mei. But it's probably not going to be as effective, since it looks like GG wants to do the typical sim teleport strat, a bit cheesy, but you know what works for the team.
5, 4,
Both teams obviously running the strong Baptiste healer, and it looks like Moira's going to be favored over Brig on the side of ZG, not GG. So let's see how this goes. It looks like the Rhine is hiding on the side of Shimada, wanting, I guess, to get a sneaky pen. It's actually going to come out on the side of ZG, and it's actually going to not work out in their favor. They're going to lose their own Mei in the process, and Immortality is going to seep them up. But Loki's actually going to fall into the fight now. So it's a DPS for a DPS. The charge does come out, doesn't hit anything though. But there's a high charge Zarya on the side of SS, so they can just keep pocket her, and she can do a majority of the damage that they're lacking at the moment with Loki dead. The Rhine on the side of ZG charging in. It's not going to look good though. He's going to end up dying actually, and that's going to be pretty much the push if ZG actually sneaks a tick, and it looks like SS isn't even paying attention to the point. They're finally going to get on it, but they sneak a tick and a half. But the point progress doesn't really matter, since they're second team attacking, and they have to cap it anyway. So getting that first tick is important now. That's one push, one tick. It's pretty good, but they already burned out 1 minute and 15 seconds off of their time, so it's going to be a bit stretched here for ZG. They have to push quick, and they have to be on that point as much as possible. The Ryan going for another sneaky pen, but it's going to get called out by the Zarya, and it looks like it's not going to end up working out. They still have a high charge Zarya on the side of SS, and there's going to be a shatter coming out. It catches 3 again, but is it going to be enough? The Ryan is getting charged. Let's hope this one stays up this time. What happened in the meantime? Loki ends up falling on the side of SS, so it looks like Jambo's going to get that bit of a back cap. It's going to give them the space they need, but there comes out the grab, and the grab's actually going to catch everything on the side of again. Just and they waste grab. Grab comes out from Happel. So an actual, like, this is just pure dominance from Shimada, just showing that they clearly want to be known as the better team, and they're kind of proving it. Yes, I want to say sorry, stream. That should not have gone down. I don't know why it did. They want to be known for. And Immortality comes out really early here. That's actually going to be so bad for the side of ZG. There's going to be a wall coming out. She may end up dying here, but it actually doesn't. No, never mind, falls now, but Jambo falls with her, and there goes Reinhardt of SS broken away from his team. And I don't even know if ZG's going to get to the point with this, the way they're set right now. Looks like Jambo is going to be their touch, but that's going to be it. SS is a bit distracted right now. Hammer is actually going to end up falling. Loki looks like he's going to be the person to go on the point, but it's going to hold back. Looks like they're going to give up the tick. And Mayult actually comes out. This turned around. SS getting a bit too cocky, and it's actually going to end up failing and hurting them in the long run. Loki is going to be the only one person left on point, and there's that known cockiness of players in Overwatch. They think they have the map secured, and then all of a sudden they're throwing the point. So good job on ZG to realize they can take it there, but and a nice touch by Jambo. But SS definitely is showing some dominance right here. If that cockiness doesn't come back to bite them, it looks like this map would have already been over. Loki actually may end up dying here, but Jambo falls instead. That's such a huge pick, considering that's the majority of their damage still. And it looks like Kunshu is going to use his ability early that saves him. And Shatter comes out, doesn't hit anything, but ZG is going to get cleaned up anyways. So still pretty dominant showing. It seems like SS clearly has a more communicative and team-oriented playstyle rather than ZG just being seems like more broken apart and big play playstyle, which has not seemed to have been working out. Big plays have not been coming in favor of ZG so far. Looks like they're going to go top right, which is, you know, the normal strat, but it's going to be a bit interesting considering that Loki is on Junkrat. I usually don't want to run top right when the enemy team is running a Junkrat on this second point, but looks like they are, and they're going to freeze off the Reinhardt of SS, but not going to get the kill, and actually they're just going to pop their Arisol, but Funnier's going to fall early. They're going to trade Rhines, and there's going to be a weird Pharaoh coming out, but that's such a good wall. Finally, the wall pays off for ZG, and it finally gets them what they want, and it looks like this point actually may go in favor of them. They have the members, it's a 4v2 right now, and it's just the healers out on point, but their Ryan returns, and this actually could get turned around if the Pharah gets out the sky. There is going to be a beat invested, which is such a good idea, because this fight is winnable. The Ryan Shatters hit nothing, and his hits everything, and it's going to be ZG falling again to just a more coordinated Shimada. They let the healers of ZG, Shimada just fall. Okay. They let the healers of SS just stay alive for way too long, and it ends up paying off for Shimada. Those healers staying alive and stalling out that bit because they now keep the point. And they have 40 seconds now and only have Mail. Mail can win fights, but is it going to be enough to win against a team that clearly is shown to be strong against staying together and playing together? Loki does still have his tire, and it looks like he's definitely going to want to go for it here. There's going to be a freeze coming out on SS's Zarya, but it's not going to get anything. They're actually running Bastion now on attack. Shatter into a shield, doesn't hit anything. There's going to be a charge, and he cancels. Oh, it's over. ZG has nothing to push with. It's over. Shimada's Reinhardt just completely just winning the team fight for his team, and that's a game. And Shimada's going to go up 2-0 in the series. Such an amazing charge. I thought that was a death charge, but no, Shimada proving to be capable. That I don't even know what to say about that. That was just an insane charge from level 100 Lulu, Rob, as people know him, but I'm just going to call him that. And there's the Maywall! The Maywall that killed him! It was such a good of SS at the moment. That is the score. SS just showing some absolute dominance at the moment. You know, from a third place finish last season to losing against a team that I don't believe even made playoffs last season, it's definitely a fall from grace for ZG at the moment. Like, you really have to push. Again, it's 2-0 in favor of SS. That is score. But yeah, such a fall from grace. So ZG, they can still reverse sweep, but it is definitely going to be hard for them at the moment. Not showing the same level of control that SS is, and from what I can see, SS actually has so many more players that showed up to the game than ZG did. So that's such a benefit, because if something ends up not working, you can just throw something else at them and just completely show some dominance. So really interesting to see here. So far, the tank duo of Level and Root has just been absolutely like was just dominant. I mean, the Ryan Zarya was clearly superior in that map and was just overall really solid. So I have no doubt that they'll probably keep both those players on. As for ZG, I mean, the mistakes weren't exactly piling up, but they were when they happened, they were in key moments that it was either they would define whether or not they won or lost the fight, and it was pretty clear, when those mistakes popped up. Some immortality usages, some Ryan shields going down at just the wrong time. It's just those little mistakes. They didn't exactly pile up, but when they mattered, and it allowed SS to take that map away. We're gonna be moving on to Nobani here, which actually is favoring a double shield depending on where you hold. If you hold high ground, it is actually really strong with double shield, and it's kind of hard to move in with Ryan Zarya. So depending on what ZG wants to run here, will depend on whether or not their tanks can match, because it seems like Level and Root just have that kind of synergy that is so far funnier and Apple just has not had. Um, I would not be surprised to see double shield ran, but I don't think we'll see Shimada run it, considering that they've refused to run it so far, um, which is interesting because considering it's the defined meta at the moment, it's definitely common among every team in the league. So far, just waiting on each team to choose what they want to do, attack or defend, etc., etc. Actually intrigued. Who do you have on specs? So it looks like they took out Kunshu in favor of Bacon on the DPS role of ZG, which is, I mean, I wonder if Kunshu was more as like their Mei specialist, because that was all he really ran on that map. So maybe they brought him in as a Mei specialist and chose to do that. Looks like Liz is going to be moving over to tank. Interesting. Happel going to be going to that support role. Okay. So yeah, I've never actually seen Liz play tank, so this could be the move that they're thinking can throw off SS and possibly secure a win. It's definitely going to be intriguing to see. Probably going to be playing that off tank role since 20 years seem to be their main tank, but unless they're going to run double shield, obviously, then you just have two main tanks. Um, but I'm definitely
I
curious.
dated
What's up, trainer? Uh, Gonna be keeping. Actually,
not
no.
much.
LG is gonna be coming in instead of Goon. So LG. So it looks like both teams swapped the DPS out, and Ice Mage ended up coming in for Hammer Time there. I would not be surprised if it was because of that Zen ult there on second point. That was such a spicy Zen ult from Hammer after the fight was over. But Yami gonna be staying in. Probably one of the keys supports of SS. One of the best supports in the league. Absolutely, she was fantastic. Or he, I don't know. She, I don't know. Was fantastic last season. So would not be surprised if they became a mainstay in the starting lineup of SS whenever they could. Um, Loki, obviously known in the community as the junk guy, and level 100 Wooloo, an X. Jambo about to pop off. Watch. I mean, Jambo is a strong player, and he was a he was kind of their touch guy for ZG on first point, but I didn't see many plays. I mean, I don't think ZG. It's more or less the team. I think it's hard to pop off on a team that's kind of like not working together as well as the enemy team. So it's definitely gonna be intriguing to see whether he can do what what the DPS of SS have been more like the tank of SS. I mean, level 100 Wooloo was just absolutely everywhere that match. I mean, it was impossible to keep track of him. Guy was insane the entire time. So guy really could be. He's probably the carry of SS at the moment if I had to define one. Um, Definitely making a case for himself on that MVP run for this match. Whew. So looks like we're still.
Traveling to Lumbani. Initiating match.
Okay, there we go. Finally, we're getting into the match now. Looks like we're gonna be having, yeah, we're gonna be having SS on the attack again. ZG gonna be favoring that defense, and it's kind of a good thing to favor the defense. In my opinion, because you get to know, you have a tone setter. You essentially know what you have to beat in time-wise, like what you need to do and accomplish in your attack. So I always
Ready
favor
for
defense,
battle.
but I know some teams prefer to get the attack sets. They can keep rolling and keep the momentum flowing, but it really depends on the team.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And it looks like, let's go ahead and say on defense, we're going to be having the double shield. Liz is going to be actually playing the Orisa with, looks like, Funnier on that Sigma. So not going to be running the Ryan Orisa they were running before, but still doing a double shield. And we're going to be seeing a Pharah Widow. Pharah Widow on attack with double hit scan actually on the side of ZG. So clearly thinking they're going to run Pharah. And light healing on the side of ZG actually with pretty nice heals coming on SS. Loki is going to fall instantly. Never mind. Switched off the Pharah, went to the Junkrat again. Looks like both teams on high ground. Wanting that high ground control is so key to winning these matches. Still going to be running the Ryan Zarya, and level 100 Wooloo has to be kind of careful here if he's going to not get picked off. And LG Justin going to get disconnected from his Mercy, and that is going to be end of his life running against that double hit scan. Probably going to want to swap off here, not going to get much done. Hample and Honeydew going to fall though, and once more it's a thing of their healers falling early on, and level 100 Wooloo, the carry in these fights. They do lose their Zarya, but it gets res right back up, and there goes their other tank. And SS just breaking ZG apart, not letting them do anything. Shatter comes out. Don't think it gets anything. Bit interesting. Just a bit of a stall right now for ZG. The healers are back, but not going to be alive for much longer, probably. And SS leaves the point, and now they're back on it.
Objective lost. Stop.
Relative of that advice for Funnier, use your kinetic grasp more to eat the Reinhardt's fire strikes to really offset their alt charge. On the
Yeah,
first
'cause
push,
he
they're
already
just getting
has 96 to another one.
4 fire strikes.
LG Justin is going to fall, so they're going to be down a member right now, SS, but it doesn't look like they're too phased by it. Their Mercy going a bit deep. The rest of their team goes deep as well. The Shatter gets the Orisa, but is it going to be worth it with Yami already falling? And there goes Ice. Bacon Guy going to be getting a nice visor here.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
So SS getting a bit cocky once more with their heavy push-up, but it's not too terrible. The cart was rolling, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, the Sigma could also use the kinetic grasp to eat some of those Junkrat bombs to really build up his health pool.
Kick
Like
grasp
that.
does come out,
That's
and it does
100
stop
HP.
the instant melt of a person. LG Justin gonna fall again early on in the fight on that Doomfist, but it's not gonna matter because it gets rezzed up, and Bacon Guy's actually gonna get traded back. Is the res gonna come out onto him though? And here comes that tire, and he's known for him, and people just don't pay attention. Loki is going to end up killing the entire team. ZG falling, and it looks like second point is going to be SS's. This is such a good time bank for Numbani third. It's very rare you see these time banks on Numbani, and
The payload has
for a
reached
team to have one like this, it is definitely scary if you are ZG.
I faded. Are you available for the next game or just this one?
I don't know. I don't know my schedule yet. Looks like Shimada
Mm.
gonna be pushing less
Sigma
aggressively
has
here.
been holding on to
Bacon
ult
is
for a while
going
now.
to lose his life early on once more. Another good shatter comes out. Loki is going to be rezzed as well, and it finally comes out. It hits one though. No, it hits two. Never mind. And looks like this is round. I think if the kills come out here onto ZG. No, but the Bob is there to stall out the point, and Jambo with a clutch ultimate there.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht
Does look like this is over. LG Justin actually going to be going in, even with down his tanks. No, he's going to back out now. So really close push to the finish for SS, and level 100 Wooloo already having another one of those shatters built up.
Funnier still upping off the Sigma onto the Reinhardt.
And it looks like the shatter is going to come out. It's only going to catch
Gets
one.
a nice pin off the
Oh,
Ice
but
Mage.
Ice Mage does get pinned, and that might kill the push itself, especially going to be happening with LG Justin going down. They need to keep the Zarya up if she has any charge whatsoever. Charge in this in a meta of double shields is so important for breaking those shields. There's going to be a charge coming in, trying to hit the Reinhardt. Doesn't hit him, but it looks like the Mercy got a bit separated away. Ends up living, but was a bit dangerous there. Jambo just applying pressure on the Ashe. LG needs to be careful, and he gets picked again. And Loki does it again! And it looks like that will secure the team fight and the round for SS. He's known for it, and ZG just doesn't respect the Junkrat. And it's going to end up costing them that first round, 3 points. 2 minutes 35, still a pretty solid time bank for Nabani.
Initiating match.
Such a well-placed attack from SS with Loki, just essentially just allowing Loki to do what he does best, and that's get pretty huge plays on Junkrat.
Ready for battle.
Okay, now let's look at this. SS running something interesting here. Instead of the normal Ryan Zarya,
Incoming in 30 seconds.
instead of running the normal Ryan Zarya, they're actually running a Ryan Hog. It's actually intriguing. Oh, what's up, Flynn? Nah, man. This is, I'm just streaming it for a league.
5, 4,
Not playing it.
2,
So, yeah, Ryan Zarya is gonna be end up,
defend objective A.
not being ran by SS, which has been interesting, but double shield on the side of ZG. It's pretty common from what we're seeing so far. Loki's still on his signature, Junkrat, and it looks like he's going to be pushing back a bit. And it's going to get picked off really quickly. And it looks like they're going to be going under, speeding through. The Rhine could end up getting punished here for it, and SS actually might end up getting destroyed here. This might be the first time we seen dominance from ZG happen, but intriguing. Yeah, my internet's not working the best right now. And yeah, ZG's gonna lose this one. It kinda sucks considering they had 2 picks really early on, but I guess this is what happens. Shatter's gonna come out, it's gonna catch 2, and they are gonna be followed up on. And it looks like the res gonna come out on Happel, and they're actually gonna lose LG Justin. He's been getting picked early in fights a little bit more often than what SS would probably want. 100 Wooloo staying close still, wanting to be aggressive. Rest of his team following suit. Looks like they're just gonna go down main, and there's that aggression once more, and it actually is probably gonna end up costing him this time. Almost caught out on low health, especially with that fire strike through the ant matrix, but it's actually gonna be okay. Gonna live through it. The pharmacy still uncontested at the moment. Jambo is gonna fall though, and there's a charge onto the Rhine, and actually is probably gonna end up killing Funnier. They do catch Yami with the Pharah ult, but it's not gonna be worth anything. And a huge commitment from SS over on their side. A bit interesting. Funnier is gonna get res and actually gonna catch LG Justin again. Guy just cannot catch a break no matter what he does. Loki's gonna end up falling in a 1v1 to a Mercy, but things happen. And level 100 Wooloo is gonna shatter, but gonna get shattered himself. And this is the over cockiness we've seen from SS continuously. They clearly think they're the better team, and they're clearly not. They're clearly willing to show it with the way they've been playing. There's gonna be an Ant Matrix coming out, but there's going to be a Bob as well, so there's a kind of zoning ult that they kind of need. SS kind of playing safer than usual, but Funnier's actually going to fall. And it looks like they're going to lose both their tanks here, unless some support goes to the side of Liz, but it doesn't happen, and both the tanks of ZG are now fallen, and looks like ZG's going to lose yet another team fight here. SS just continuing that dominance of getting picks early on when needed.
30 seconds remaining.
And it looks like they're going to go straight to point, speeding under. Lulu doesn't see it. Shatter is built up for Lulu, so if he can stay alive. And it looks like the beat does come out just to save Lulu. And Shatter is coming as well, but it doesn't catch anything. And it looks like every ultimate is getting committed in this fight. But it looks like Shimada is going to be the one to come out on top. Jambo's, or Bacon Guy's ultimate on the Pharah doesn't end up proving worth of anything. And Shimada Samurai is going to win this series 3-0 clean. There's still another map to be played, but such a clean hold from Shimada there. The aggressiveness of them kind of they're kind of like selfless. They make these aggressive plays in spawn camp and things like that, and it works out, but it can also be dangerous. So huge tire from Loki there, ended up winning them that fight and the second point. Loki really doing his job there as a whole.
Epic.
To see justice done is its own reward.
ZG, I mean, this is not the beginning of the season start that you wanted. This is definitely disappointing, and you got to be looking at like what you're doing and decide, like, is there something that I potentially am doing wrong? That is the question. So I believe with this loss, they now fall 0-4. One of the only 0-4 teams in the league. And this will boost, I believe, Shimada to 1-2 now. Pretty solid start from what they were last season. You know, they started off kind of rough last season, stabilized a bit in the mid-season, and then kind of dipped back down in the later sections of it. So definitely intriguing. Hopefully they can stay on a win streak after this. And it looks like ZG is going to be losing their mainstay, Jambo. Going to have to dip out, probably. They're going to be putting Loki, it looks like, on the side of SS. On support, if I think Mouse is doing it in, like, tank DPS support. order, like most people do. So we're gonna be keeping Vanier and Liz, I believe, on tank. I'm gonna actually just look so I know. Yeah, it looks like Loki's gonna be going to support. Um, with Hammer on DPS and Goon as well. Whew. It looks like we're gonna be finishing this uh, map, this match off with Dorado. Not gonna be a map 5. Unfortunately for ZG, could not get the reverse sweep to start happening. And I mean, this is kind of hard. Like when you go down 0-2, it's very hard to rally behind anybody or rally at all. Like you need that person to like start taking command, and it was pretty clear that they just didn't have that person. So bit upsetting, but maps are maps. Kind of happens. Whew. Yami. Looks like their main 3 players that were mainstays in all maps are getting taken out. So it looks like this is a bit of a meme map for Shimada maybe to try to just have a bit of fun with it. Not much more to say really. I mean, the maps haven't been too close. I mean, we had a full hold on Numbani. Uh, we had a full hold on second point. Hanamura. It's a bit disappointing if you're ZG at the moment. I mean, you come into this hoping to finally break the loss streak, hoping to finally like rally together and do what you did last season, and it's just not happening. Definitely gonna have to make some adjustments coming into next week. As for SS, I think you just use this for momentum. I mean, again, you're versing one of the 0 and 4 teams now of the league, so it's not shouldn't be too much of a confidence boost. Should be a momentum pusher. So next week you should be more energized. You have some of the adrenaline coming through of last week's, and just hoping to push through and get another secured win, so you can kind of make a case for yourself in the league as being a team to watch out for. And I mean, if level 100 Wooloo plays like he did today, I mean, guy just absolutely dominated both the maps that got streamed, and it was just a mainstay on that Reinhardt. So I have no doubt he can help carry this team if he keeps playing like that. Same thing goes with Root Beer. I mean, the guy like absolutely just popped off on Zarya as well. He was so consistent, so good at keeping Wooloo alive, and was very, very well disciplined with his bubbles. And Yami, again, one of the best supports in the league. Uh, Goon and um, Goon and Loki, consistent DPS players. So not too shabby of a team in all honesty. Probably one of the scarier teams if they're playing at their peak. So we'll definitely see what happens here in the upcoming weeks. So it looks like it's gonna be Happle Liz on DPS, Coon and Funnier on tank, and then Honey and Bacon on support. Trying to adapt a little bit, maybe throw SS off their game with some different comps, or they're just trying to have fun and meme a bit, which is fun as well. Just waiting on a ready from SS and we'll get started.
Traveling to Dorado.
And here we go. So once more it's going to be SS attacking first. ZG sticking to that defend first mentality. Again, I enjoy that mentality, but maybe you want to swap some things up since it's not working as well as you were hoping, but instead you're going to be trying their best here to hold through and follow their set game plan. ZG gonna be more than likely running double shield, but we'll see. Ryan Zarya. Okay. Looks like Ryan Zarya, and it's gonna be Happel Symmetra, or not Happel Symmetra, Hanzo Symmetra, Happel on the Hanzo and Liz on the Symmetra, and the standard Bap Lucio support lineup. SS is gonna be learning a kind of low heal support lineup. Maybe focusing more on damage, but then again, their damage dealers are not too heavy, so it'll be intriguing to see.
Bingo! 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 Bingo!
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
ZG holding the standard high ground, except a bit closer, so probably going to want to drop down early. Both teams losing in person, but Loki is going to be more key in this effect than Liz, but Happel's going to fall as well, so that's all the DPS of ZG gone. Goon is going to fall as well, though, so damage reduced a bit for SS, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal considering they have a Hanzo up still. Hanzo is going to be pushing up top to duel the other one. Loki going to be taking the duel instead of healing his team. But it looks like it's not going to matter that Hammer died because the rest of his team is just bullying ZG back. There's going to be a B coming out as I lose one of our casters. And ZG just consistent. Dude, ZG just getting pushed back and killed, and yeah, I mean this pretty much over. This point probably. Just 2 members of ZG holding here, trying to 3 members, never mind. Holding here, trying to stall out, but one's gonna end up dying, and yeah, this is over. And Happel's gonna fall as well. Hammer Time getting a few little kills there, just to finish off that point. ZG can be aggressive and play around this teleport, but it doesn't seem like they really want to. SS definitely a little less aggressive with level 100 Wooloo no longer on the main tank role, but both their healers are gonna go down. A little bit of some interesting grab choices there from both teams. Xenon's actually ended up dying while shattering, so shatter is gonna get cancelled out. Hammer's gonna fall in the meantime as well. Goon just in the back here battling out with Happel, trying to get some free damage out. maybe earn that. Apple's gonna fall though, and Goon is gonna get out with his life. And there's the stick, but it hits nothing. A bit sad, but you know, it's Trace ult, get earn it back quick. And Goon gonna be targeting this immortality to help his team out. There's gonna be an ant matrix coming out though. And Shatter comes out and hits nothing. And actually Funnier is gonna end up dying here. The follow-up on ultimates has been very lackluster to say for Zens. They don't have as consistent follow-up as SS is shown to have, so that's probably part of the reason why they overall will lose this. Ice Mage does end up falling, but that doesn't charge him? What? Okay. Kunshu ends up getting away with his life. Shouldn't have. Blizzard, fix it. But yeah, looks like they can actually make a switch to Winston here. Winston's gonna go up top, diving onto the Symmetra, and Symmetra's actually gonna die. And it looks like he's gonna chase down the Baptiste as well, trying to stay alive at the same time though. He's already on one. It looks like the Bap's gonna chase the Winston out a bit. He needs to get out of his life. This push is still going to be alive, and it looks like it's not going to be. But never mind, a Shatter does get invested, but is it going to catch anything? It only puts one on the ground, and it looks like there's going to be no follow-up on the side of SS, something that I haven't really said at all the entire game, so a bit interesting. Happel is going to fall, though, to Ice Mage. Nice little charged up shot there from him, but it's not really going to matter considering Happel is on Tracer. Hammer time. This is a very stagger heavy lineup that CG is SS is running right now. It's staggering in, not really grouping up. It's a bit interesting to see. Xenon going in now.
This will restore you.
And ZG just holding for him. There's gonna be a grab coming out, pretty solid grab, but and there's gonna be the Happel stick coming with it. Does catch Ice Mage, who did not have Fade, unfortunately. Hammer is gonna pick off Honeydew, but it's not really gonna matter considering the rest of his team is dead at the moment, and he's running low. Goon is gonna fall now on the Reaper. And overall, it's just kind of been like a staggery kind of like, we may kill someone, we may not on the side of Shimada. Like it's definitely not as strong as they were before, but this probably isn't their main lineup run, so it's not really gonna matter that much. Ash is gonna fall, Ice is gonna fall. Yeah, looks like ZG's just probably gonna take this considering the ults they have. They have two really strong ults coming up and pretty much should secure the fight coming up here. Loki's gonna fall early, and once more, Shimada just staggering. They're gonna pick off Happel, but is it gonna be enough? There's gonna be an ult coming out from Ashley on the Winston, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to win the fight for the team. The May's gonna not die. Hopefully she dies soon, because, yep, there goes Liz. And Honeydew's gonna fall as well. Never mind, ZG falling apart at the last second. And, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be over here for ZG. They're probably gonna end up losing this point now as well. Wait, C9? Oh, no C9. That'd be kind of funny. SS plays a perfect game the entire time, and then just C9s. So yeah, that looks like that one's gonna be over. It's gonna be a bit of a stagger probably from some of ZG, but that'll be really it. Yeah, the May's gonna end up dying. And I'm gonna hunt this Baptiste down. Does not get it though. I wonder if I could break these. Oh, I wish I could. It looks like Hammer Time is gonna fall. But it doesn't really matter. They have spawn. Only a minute left on the clock though, so kinda not what you want to see if you're SS. Because this is a hard point to contest. Third of Dorado is very difficult to get, so having only a minute is not gonna be easy. And Kunshu just dominating on this Zarya, killing everything in his sights. Gonna be getting back to his Orisa now to help keep her up. Probably a pretty high charge at the moment, considering Goon probably charged him with his Reaper. Smart.
30 seconds remaining.
Zarya ult comes out, gets used. Nothing gets out of it, but scared the enemy team in submission. Mail's gonna come out as well. Goon is probably gonna ult here pretty soon, pretty soon because they're kinda running out of time. And it looks like ZG is gonna fall late here once more. Probably won't be just enough yet. Wait. Could be turning around if Kunshu gets full pocketed. Does not happen. Mei is going to stall out again, but the stall here from the Mei is actually going to be really good. They let the rest of their team just kind of group up. If they don't stagger out, they can very much win this. And it does not look like they're going to do that. Xenon actually does die though, so it's actually still possible. Apple falls though. And looks like they're regrouped now. Yeah, they waited just long enough. The monkey is gonna get slept. That ult does come out though, just in time to keep him alive here. Kunshu is gonna fall on the Zarya though. The Mei is still stalling out the point though really well and freezing away at anything that's on it. And it looks like SS is gonna be a bit in danger here. They're out of ultimates, they're out of ways to win this fight easy. They need Ice Mage to stay alive so he can get that ult and potentially turn the fight with it. And he actually is going to get it. He needs the ult here quick though. And he doesn't do it. But the EMP does come out, so it's actually good he doesn't. And looks like, yeah, looks like SS pretty much won this. I mean, there's no way ZG can get back on cart and contest super well again unless this Hammond just stays on there forever. They are going to get the Zarya there, and the Hammond is going to get there as well, but is it going to be enough? As long as they stay on the point, it will not go down, and there we go. That is going to finish off the first round, and attack is going to end
Score
for SS.
0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
And I mean, it was pretty good. Some inconsistencies, but again, this is not probably their main lineup. So if they can beat ZG without their main lineup, but I don't think ZG's really running a main lineup either. This is kind of just for fun map, I guess. I mean, neither team really seems to be trying that hard. There's been a lot of staggering, a lot of discommunication. So it just seems probably they're just chilling about a bit, playing a bit of Overwatch. It's just for fun. So. Interesting. This map doesn't really have much of an effect besides, what's it called? Differential anyway, so.
Attackers incoming in 30
looks like
seconds.
Loki is going to be staying on that Mercy. I don't know if that's the only support he knows how to play or not, but he's an excellent battle Mercy so far. Let's explore Dorado a little bit actually. This map's kind of boring anyway. Alright, they're not really playing seriously, so we'll explore Dorado for a second.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
What a beautiful countryside, wouldn't you guys agree? Or
Stop the
beachside,
payload.
countryside, I'm an idiot. Beachside. Okay, looks like we're going to be having Ryan Zarya on each side here again. Kuhn going to be playing that Torbjorn. Something that we've actually seen in Elite a lot lately, for some reason. And Funnier is going to fall early on into this fight, with Liz falling next on that Junkrat. Looks like the Zarya is going to get pushed on a bit, but it's going to get out with their charge. Unless she chooses not to. No, she's going to get out with her charge. And wow, Ant Matrix comes out really early here. It's only been a minute in and Liz is going to die again. The monkey holding up top. Seems like both teams want to run an attack monkey for some reason. And look at this battle Mercy, man. Such intense gameplay. Ash is going to fall on the Zarya, which is really good for ZG, but the Rhine is still up, and Ash is ult on her way back, so if they don't kill him in time, it's going to be for naught to win this team fight. They need the Ryan to die to win. And the Satter's going to come out, actually catches a few people, and Honeydew is going to end up actually falling on the side of ZG. They end up investing Coalescence, but Funnier's going to die even with it invested. And the nut is going to come out. That's such a fatty nut, bro. I'm disgusted with myself. Yeah, pretty much just a dull fight so far. Neither team really making big plays. It's just kind of people falling normally. Oh, well, there goes a big kill. Xenon finally falling, and that very well may turn the tides here. But Kunshu falls with all that charge, and Honeydew's now down. The trap keeping him in place, and this ZG is still finding a way to lose this fight, even when killing the Rhine. But I mean, there's one ult investment, so Loki on that DPS Mercy. Kunshu falling was definitely the key there, most of their damage gone, and I just realized that they no longer have a main tank. That was probably how they lost that fight. So yeah, this is not looking too good. Aw, come on Loki, you could have given me a thumbnail. Yeah, and it looks like it's Apple ulting and not getting anything out of it. It feels bad, man. And it looks like it. Oh, yeah, here we go.
60 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Now this is what I want to watch. See that sexy smile? Oh, well. And it looks like Grab is going to come out for ZG, but and oh, that's Hammer. Not Loki, my bad. Hammer is going to try to do a Loki tire, but it doesn't end up working out in his favor.
30 seconds remaining.
And it looks like SS going to once more at the end of a point give it up. Seems to be a consistent trend in their way of playing the game. Maybe they want to extend the map a bit longer. Hammer is going to fall once more into a high charge Kunshu, and the Xenon going. This is most definitely going in favor of ZG now. ZG gonna cap second with 2 minutes and 30 seconds now on the clock. Their Torb is gonna fall, Goon going down late. It's gonna be a few staggers here. They use an Ant Matrix early. It does catch one, so I guess it's kind of a stagger out. Loki somehow dies while peeking, and it looks like it's just gonna be Xenon trying to survive. Out getting picked as well. Need to be a bit careful because their supports are still not with them. And Hammer Time is gonna fall early. Another big stagger there for ZG. Havel about 60%. No, is 60% to that ult. So hopefully that can be comboed with the grab and get a nice grab barrage going on. There's going to be a hook coming out, but the bubble is going to be there to save him, and a charge comes in as well, and his Cunnier is actually going to die, and there's the shatter. The grab comes out, but it's not worth anything, and grab comes out on both sides. The grab for the side of SS probably wasn't really needed, nor was the grab for ZG. Both Zaryas kind of just chucking their balls of energy in and saying, you know, these don't usually win team fights. It's not like it's one of the best ults in the game. We don't need these. Obviously, I'm just memeing on him. Can I not go over here? What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Won't take anything I say seriously if it's not like actual commentary. So it looks like they're gonna be having a hog taking point here. A hook almost happens, but he gets saved by the cart. And Loki actually gonna fall to a nicely placed nade by Bacon Guy. Really impressive, actually. There's a Widow behind them now as well. But they're still they still turn it around. SS is just such a good team at turning fights around, it seems. Like, they are really consistent, and when they're down, just being able to completely just shut another team out from being able to push off their advantage. Apple trying to find a peek here, but not going to be able to find anything. And it looks like it's just going to be their Ana on point for ZG. They just need to clean her out, and they're good.
Got you in my sights.
And there's going to be that visor, and I'm pretty sure this map and series is now officially over. Looks like SS is going to end up taking it 4-0 in dominant fashion. And that is going to finish off the series. Impressive showing from SS nonetheless, and ZG, you come in.
Play of the game.
Let them up.
Triple kill.
As I was saying, ZG, you know what you need to work on. Hopefully now you can take this game into effect and really look at it from perspective. Because I mean, if you lose 4-0 to a team that's middle of the pack at the moment, how are you going to perform against the teams that are, you know, high tier? You know, like Darkmount, Aftermath, all those, GG at the moment. So definitely going to take that into consideration and really work on what you're doing, and hopefully you can come back stronger next week. But yeah, that's pretty much going to finish it. 4-0, favor Shimada once more, and really once more impressive showing from them against a definitely weakened ZG at the moment. Also, big show out for Shimada, having a ton of people showing, so that's really good. Do you want to post final score, Mouse, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
It's the captains that post MVPs, right?
Yeah, captain's post MPPs. You don't gotta do that anymore because it was way too much for stream team people. Okay, well, that's the game. Go ahead and finish it off there. No little final thoughts really. I mean, this was more or less just like a one-sided affair in all honesty, except that last map being a bit closer, but it was more of a meme map anyway. So yeah, ZG, you know what you need to work on. SS, use this to drive you forward with some momentum, and use it to maybe see what you could work on a little bit. Your aggression is definitely punishable, so if you verse a team that knows how to punish that, you might be in a bit of trouble. So work on that, work on when to be aggressive, when not to be, and you guys can be a strong and scary team this season. Besides that, that's pretty much it, and I'm gonna end the stream there.